General Hospital's spoilers show that when Brooklyn and Chase found the body, everything felt like it just stopped for a moment. It started as a quiet evening shift, but everything changed the moment Brooklyn's voice shook with disbelief. Chase, who was trained to stay calm and handle whatever came his way, suddenly felt a strange chill up his spine. This wasn't just any ordinary crime scene. This hit close to home. The quiet in the air felt heavy with knowing. Even before anything was officially said, when they finally confirmed that the person thought to be dead was really gone, the news hit Port Charles like a sudden earthquake. It was Sam. Sam, who was already missed deeply by so many, had become the focus of something even more troubling. Everyone had accepted she was gone, mourned her, and tucked her away in their memories. So her coming back like this wasn't really a resurrection. It was an accusation. If Sam was here, lifeless, then what? Really went down before. Who had twisted her story? Who was in charge of the story about her so-called death? The discovery quickly turns into a fight for control. Chase knows that the protocol calls for keeping things quiet, containment, and quick teamwork with law enforcement. But Brooklyn feels like there's something darker going on underneath. Sam showing up feels way too planned and like it's meant to send a message. It seems planned out. Rumors start circulating around the city as someone from Sam's past shows up out of the blue. Someone who stood to gain when she vanished. The return of this former figure sparks suspicion and shakes up alliances that had seemed solid before. For Brooklyn, the trauma sticks with her in her mind. She just can't get the image out of her head. She can't quiet the way this sticks with her. If Sam's death was fake, then all the pain, the making up, and the changes in loyalty over the last few months were just lies. That realization sparks an obsession. She begins to question the timelines. Chase starts going over old reports again. The more they dig, the more it shows this wasn't just random. It was done on purpose. Sam's confirmed identity doesn't solve the mystery. It blows it wide open. If she was supposed to stay only in memory, then coming back for real is a clear warning. If someone powerful did mess with her fate, then the person is probably still keeping an eye on things, still in control. This isn't about a body anymore. It's all about getting exposure. There's a secret that's just too huge to keep under wraps. As tension rises both emotionally and politically, Port Charles is teetering on the brink of a huge blow-up, one that might change everything and break the feeling of safety once and for all. When Alexis and Felicia hurry to the hospital after hearing about Sam's unexpected return, the mood instantly changes from confusion to fear. Sam isn't just alive, she's aware enough to talk. What she reveals shakes up every part of Port Charles. Sam says Willow isn't an innocent as people think. There was some manipulation, things kept hidden, and a series of choices that end up turning into something way more criminal than anyone had expected. The room feels smaller as her accusation sinks in. For Alexis, the feelings run deep and come with a strong sense of fear. If Willow's involved in a crime linked to Sam's supposed death, this isn't just a scandal, it's pure devastation. Felicia, always sharp, feels that the truth coming out will break bonds that cannot be fixed. The hospital turns into the place where everything suddenly falls apart, and no one was ready for what came next. But maybe the worst part is how hard it hits Chase. In his hurry to take charge and keep safe the people he thought were innocent, he might have made a snap decision that ended up protecting the wrong person or messing up important evidence. He used to think his loyalty was the biggest asset, but now it feels like a burden. If what he did kept Willow's secret hidden longer than it should have been, the consequences are going to be harsh. Brooklyn sees her husband falling apart, crushed by guilt from his job and the sting of personal betrayal, finding out that Sam survived, and that hearing Willow's supposed crime sets off a storm neither of them can escape. Trust starts to fade. Not because they don't love each other, but because the chaos is pushing them apart. Chase pulls back and sinks into responsibility and self-blame. Brooklyn expects honesty and accountability. Sam was expected to come back in a way that felt almost unbelievable. Instead, it sparks obsession, blame, and breakdown. As the truth comes out more and more, the marriage between Chase and Brooklyn is now on the edge of falling apart. Sam comes back with a painful reality she might not be able to take care of Scout anymore. Sam is facing tough choices. Because of her health, legal troubles, and the risk that came with revealing certain secrets, she feels pushed to step back to keep her daughter safe. That one choice changes everything. Right in the middle of the crisis, Brooklyn pops up as a surprising solution. What started as casual talks about adoption between her and Chase quickly turned into something real and urgent. If Brooklyn becomes Scout guardian or even adoptive mother, her whole storyline changes in a flash. This wasn't just a simple act of kindness. It would change who she is, forcing her into motherhood because of a crisis instead of by choice. But for Willow and Drew, this new change might turn out to be really bad. If Sam can't take care of Scout because of some bad things that come out, especially if Willow had a part in it, then fighting over custody turns both a legal mess and an emotional struggle. Drew's already shaky standing might be rocked, and Willow's carefully protected reputation could fall apart when closely examined. Scout takes center stage in a shift of power. Brooklyn finds new purpose and strength, while Willow and Drew deal with consequences slipping beyond their control. Sam might be running out of time to take care of her daughter. By doing this, she could be starting a chain of events that shift loyalties and spark a fresh disaster in Port Charles.